Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for staying with us. Jenny is off tonight, and coverage you can count on continues tonight with people in one Columbia County neighborhood breathing a bit easier tonight. A suspect wanted for some car break-ins was arrested this afternoon after a manhunt that lasted several hours. And it all started early this morning in the Ivy Falls neighborhood. That's right off Wjbf Parkway in Grovetown, Georgia. News Channel 6's Chloe Salsameda live in Grovetown for us tonight. Chloe, deputies were finally able to track down the suspect.
Yeah, Brad, the manhunt ended today at 2007 Sylvan Lake Drive. 32-year-old Jonas Schaffner was arrested around 2 p.m. today after authorities were tipped off that he was hiding in a house. Now, neighbors tell me this is usually a safe area, and the whole ordeal today concerned them. People in Columbia County's Ivy Falls neighborhood waking up to a helicopter circling over their homes and sheriff's deputies in the streets. It was all part of the search for Jonas Schaffner. The 32-year-old is suspected of breaking into several cars in the area, including Denise Scott and her husband's.
My husband had a pistol in his car, and he told the officer that it was missing. So he immediately called dispatch and said that the suspect was now armed, possibly.
Columbia County Sheriff's deputies searched throughout the night for Schaffner. They were eventually tipped off that he may have been hiding in a home after a resident checked his security camera footage.
We did learn that he was possibly in that home from the homeowner's security system. So he was able to view on his camera system that there was some movement in the house.
The manhunts carried on into Wednesday, prompting deputies to divert traffic near Sylvan Lake Drive. Finally, after hours of hiding, Schaffner surrendered.
We surrounded the house. We called in to him and told him he was surrounded, that to give up and nobody get hurt. And he came out with his hands up.
The manhunt led Baker Place Elementary, Columbia Middle, and Grovetown High Schools to go on a soft lockdown. And all of the activities startled neighbors.
It's very, very scary, not knowing that you can't come out and check the mailbox or walk your dogs or the kids can go to the pool. It's very scary right now.
And Schaffner is now facing charges for several car break-ins in Columbia County. He also has at least 13 outstanding warrants in North Augusta. No word yet how much prison time he's facing if convicted. In Grovetown, Chloe Salsameda, Wjbf, News Channel 6.
Aiken now, where tomorrow the Department of Public
Channel 6.
Folks, there is breaking news into the News Channel 6 newsroom tonight. An officer for Richmond County shot just moments ago. D. Griffin, live now. D.
Brad, we are live this afternoon at the intersection of Wrightsboro Road, where it turns into either Barton Chapel or Augusta West Parkway. It happened moments ago, just at the top of the hour. We heard dispatch send out for more deputies at this scene, and the call came over dispatch as an officer down. Right now, I have Rodney with me. And Rodney, you witnessed this. You were here on the scene. What did you see?
I was actually across the street, and I saw that the officers had a car pulled over, and they had dogs out. And I turned around, and next thing I know, I saw the guy taking off in the car, and I saw the sheriff actually trying to go with him. I'm not exactly sure if he got hit or shot, but that's what I saw, and that's why I came over to see if I could actually help. But there was a lot of commotion and dust. But the guy I did see the guy actually go towards Barton Chapel, and that's where the officers actually went.
Do you recall the vehicle?
It was a cream colored. I think it was a Cadillac, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. I know it was a cream colored car. It didn't have a tag on it, I don't think. Actually, the gentleman that was pumping gas actually told me that. So, but that's all I really saw. So.
Well, was the car actually stopped, or he was trying to stop it?
Well, the car was stopped in the parking lot of the gas station. They had two officers were here. I watched them come from Bobby Jones to here. He stopped. I really don't know, because I was across the street, what happened or heard anything, but I did see the car take off and saw the officer follow him. So.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Rodney, and thank you for trying to help the deputy. Again, we are at the intersection of Wrightsboro Road, right where you could turn either to Barton Chapel Road or Augusta West Parkway. If you know anyone heading this way, tell them not to come in this direction, because the traffic is backed up because all of the roads roads are blocked off at this time. Again, a deputy is down on the ground. They are working on him. The Augusta Fire Department's here, as well as the ambulance service from Augusta. And we are working to get details. They have just cordoned off the area here to keep bystanders from coming over. This is a very busy gas station, the Raceway. A lot of us are familiar with this raceway, and it was crowded. It was 5 o'clock, and it seemed like a normal day, but now it's ending anything but normal after a deputy has been hit. We will stay on this story and bring you all of the details. For now, I'm Dee Griffin reporting live in Augusta.
Dee, stay with me for just a minute. I want to make sure that the deputy has been taken to the hospital. That's the report we got here at Television Park. You mentioned he had been treated there at the gas station where you are.
Hey,
what do
Mom.
you know about the officer and the treatment he's getting? Dee Griffin gone to continue her investigation of that story. Again, recapping the breaking news on this Wednesday night. A Richmond County deputy shot in the head right next door to Television Park at the Raceway gas station. That's at the corner of Wrightsboro and Augusta West Parkway. After it happened, News Channel 6 has learned a suspect in a light-colored Hyundai headed toward Columbia County. You heard the witness there tell Dee Griffin he went down Barton Chapel Road. Last reports had him headed toward Columbia County. Tan Hyundai. I'm out in traffic a lot. You don't see a lot of tan Hyundai, so maybe this guy stands out. The reports from the people there at the gas station said that he had a backpack on. If that helps you identify somebody that's out there right now, because he is still on the loose. Legions of officers from Richmond County and I suspect surrounding areas looking for him as we speak. You saw the police presence in the background of Dee's live shot. If you can help, if you are listening to us right now on the radio, as I know that many of you do on your afternoon commute, keep your eyes out, keep your radar cranked up, and look for a light tan Hyundai and call it in. Call 911 if you see it. You see the law enforcement and first responder presence there at the Raceway gas station. So sad to report to you tonight, a Richmond County deputy shot. That deputy at last report transported to Doctors Hospital for treatment, praying, as are all of you, I'm sure, that he makes it. We'll continue to keep you posted on this story throughout this half hour. News Channel 6 at 7 is on its way, and of course on our social media and websites throughout the night. A Richmond County deputy shot on duty during some sort of altercation on Wrightsboro Road. Back in a moment.
Wjbf Sports Game Night Live brings you live high school football every Friday night at 7:30 on BTV, or stream the game live on WJBF.com and catch the rebroadcast every Sunday afternoon on WJBF. High school football's game of the week, Game Night Live.
Tonight on News Nation, the run GM American.
Welcome back to News Channel 6's continuing breaking news coverage on this Wednesday. The shooting of a Richmond County Sheriff's deputy happening just moments ago at the intersection of Augusta West Parkway and Wrightsboro Road. That is right next door to Television Park. The suspect last seen in a light tan-colored Hyundai, and he or she is still on the loose. We are told that a man with a backpack was seen at the scene and then got in that light-colored Hyundai and drove away. I just got a call from a trusted friend who saw a slew of patrol cars and other vehicles, lights and sirens in full effect, going down Wrightsboro past Highland Avenue, headed toward downtown. Don't know if they're in pursuit. I do know that my contact told me there were at least 10 law enforcement vehicles quickly headed toward downtown Augusta. So you've got one report of them heading toward Columbia County. You have another report of this presence near Highland and Wrightsboro. And as Dee mentioned, the witness on the scene said that the suspect was headed toward Barton Chapel. So I don't know if you know the lay of the land, but if the person was headed toward Barton Chapel, it would stand to reason that they would continue going down Wrightsboro toward that downtown area where my contact saw them. The key is, especially to our radio listeners right now, look out for a light tan Hyundai. I can count on one hand the number of times I've seen that color of any vehicle, not to mention a Hyundai. If you see it, call 911 right away. See if we can find out who shot that Richmond County deputy. Again, I mentioned this is all in our neighborhood here at Television Park at the Raceway gas station right next door, and that's where News Channel 6's Dee Griffin has been standing by since this incident began to unfold. She's live on an update. Dee.
It's Dee Griffin, and I am live at Wrightsboro Road, where it intersects with Barton Chapel Road and Augusta West Parkway at the Raceway gas station. Typically normal afternoon is anything but at this hour, as an officer has either been hit by a vehicle or shot in the head. We're getting conflicting reports right now as deputies work the scene, but we are trying to get more information. This was a busy area when it all went down, and according to one witness I spoke with, he says that it seemed like a routine traffic stop, but something went wrong, and it left a deputy on the ground and other deputies wondering what happened, searching for answers and searching for a vehicle at this hour. I'm going to step out of the way so you can see the scene. They are clearing things up and also looking for evidence in this situation. A lot of deputies converged on this area. Traffic is finally moving a little bit, but if you know someone coming to this area, tell them to take another route because it is a mess in all directions due to the scene here, and they had to block off traffic for a while. But this all happened at the top of the hour, and it left a lot of confusion and a lot of fear. But everyone's okay. They are walking around trying to talk with witnesses at this hour, trying to piece it all together. And when they know more information and we get it, we will bring it to you. For now, I'm Dee Griffin reporting live in Augusta.
All right, Dee, we appreciate that. We know that you'll stay on the scene, and we'll continue to check in with you as events warrant. We are going to continue to keep you posted on this, especially since this is an active situation. We do hope that it comes to a resolution, both by way of the discovery of that suspect in the light tan Hyundai. I keep saying it because the radio audience especially keeps changing as people get in their cars and go home from work. And also a good resolution on the officer's end, as at last check we learned that he was taken to nearby doctor's hospital for treatment, shot in the head during some sort of altercation with a man at the Raceway gas station. Our continuing coverage resumes in just a moment. You're watching News Channel 6 at 6.
Channel 6.
Welcome back, everybody. Brad Means here at News Channel 6 with breaking news. We've been on since the top of the 6 o'clock hour. News that initially came into the News Channel 6 newsroom as the shooting of a Richmond County Sheriff's deputy on Wrightsboro Road at the Raceway gas station. Take a look at the live scene. We've been there since the news unfolded. I can tell you now, though, that information that came from Richmond County Dispatch proved to be inaccurate. Richmond County Sheriff Richard Roundtree just reached out to me. The officer was hit by a vehicle. Repeat, that deputy was hit by a vehicle. He wasn't shot. They still want to find that light-colored Hyundai. Don't know if that's the one that hit him, but they're looking for a light-colored, maybe tan Hyundai right now. Richard Roundtree texting me moments ago. The officer was hit by a vehicle. He's in doctor's hospital. It's breaking news. They need to find that person who hit him. We'll be right back.
Guess who got